And there's also some days where I lose a tournament, for example, or even when I won. I think we won the tournament in Serbia after so many years trying to win a tournament, right? It was a nice tournament. And then like as soon as I went at night, I was like, oh my God, like it didn't change anything. Right, I'm working for 8 years. I won a tournament again, and like it doesn't really complete me any other way that I'm not already completed. You know what I mean?
That's why I think that the point there you mentioned is also means that it's so harder to lose when the tournament is done. But I feel so bad, mate. Like
sleeping is hard, no?
Yeah, it's really it hurts.
For me, I lost to James now, Power Vision, bro.
All about expectations, I think, no?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what it is, honestly, because before, many years ago, I was dealing with that much easier. I was comfortable with losing.
Teu inventário tá parecendo o saldo bancário de CLT antes do 5º dia útil? Então não se preocupe, na CSGO Skins você tem a chance de conseguir várias skins raras, com uma variedade top de caixas e modos de jogo. Utilizando o cupom KRZZ você participa de um sorteio de R$400 em itens, e para melhorar, você ainda ganha R$3 para testar o site e mais 10% de bônus no seu primeiro depósito. Ah, e é claro, você ainda para de ser zoado pelos seus amigos. Lembrando que o site é apenas para maiores de 18 anos e não se trata de investimento, mas diversão. O link tá na descrição. Corre lá.
It's going to be interesting to see where we are in the next 10 years, right? Because
crazy.
I think that in-game leaders like the two of you are unfortunately a dying breed, right? Because of because of everything that you were built on, right? It's going to be you guys will be coaches, right? You'll be doing what Blade's doing, right?
Sure.
I'm not sure.
No?
That's what every player says.
We live the it means that we will live the same life again.
Same life. That's the problem for me.
Leave us alone, mate.
Just with a worse salary.
Yeah, fuck, it's not about money. It's
Maybe even a worse salary.
No, it's about
Potentially a worse salary.
Maybe let us time to spend the money we won as well. Like no,
Yeah,
you will die with all the money and then give it to your kids.
Yeah, we need to just enjoy life as well. And for me, I'm not sure I'm gonna be coach because of that. Because if it's the same lifestyle, no.
I think
French people speak about enjoying your life.
You're not enjoying
No,
life?
I mean like French people like it's like one of their like philosophy or like DNA. Like you must enjoy life.
With cheese and
That's a
wine.
good thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure. I mean, I think for everyone, maybe you talk less about those things, but I know as well you like to enjoy life.
Of
course.
Yes.
It's a basic, like we spend so much time on what we do that like it's been me. I play CS for 19 years. I've been traveling for 15. Like after that, leave me time.
Well, we have to ask this guy because he was in your shoes not so long ago, and now how is it? How is freedom?
Freedom is good, but it comes.
That's me. You have the key.
But it comes with a price. I think that the most difficult thing is like this is what we've been doing for so long, and I guess for all of us, it's been like it's been our hobby that has become now our professional life as well. But then when you can't tell that you don't want to do this anymore, then it only takes a couple of months before you start realizing like that all the things that you've been doing for so long, how much you've been enjoying, but like what's next? I think that's like the big topic. I mean, for some people it's maybe easier, depending on what they've been doing. I mean, like you have a lot of things going on with your career, so maybe it's gonna be easier for you. But it's you leave your identity as a player behind, and at least for me, it's been like I've had Dupreeh, but I've also had Peter, so it's like, and I've kind of mixed those together. But once I leave Dupreeh behind, then I'm only Peter. Then what else am I good at in life, in some sense, right? Yeah. It's like you're
talking French.
Yeah, but it's like your professional life is so connected to your personal life as well. Oh, yeah. And then figuring out what you want to do after your career, I think that's like the most difficult part.
That's $1 million question.
Yeah,
that's why I'm still here.
Yes,
but not for long.
And I think that I actually think there's a lot of people that are, they're extremely afraid of the unknown because it takes a lot of thought to like retire. Obviously now I'm grateful to be able to give a little bit back on the other side of the monitor, but it's I mean I'm still searching for like what is that next chapter for me? What am I going to be doing for maybe the rest of my life? Can I find something that will give me and I don't think I'm ever going to find something that gives me the same kind of joy that I've experienced, but it's like in a different way, right? It's like a big part of my life.
It's like we were born on TikTok and now they're going to take our cell phones away.
Oh yeah.
Basically, right? Yeah. What are you going to do next?
But I have a question for you. Does it scare you, the after or no?
Honestly, it's not about being scared about next, because like Peter said, I have so many opportunities.
Yeah, but it's not about when I scare.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm fine as well. Like, let's be honest, financially, we are a long career. It's fine, but just like the adrenaline, like the losing that, we've been traveling for so long, being with people, like working hard to get to the point to winning trophies, and this feeling like being,
I was ready to let it go, and then this team was just too good. I gotta be honest, like I was like preparing myself to let it go, and then the team was just too good. I was like, I played for 8 years like shit now, and now that's super good. I'm just gonna leave, right? Yeah, so a little bit of that.
Start on the top, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, like for me, it's even harder because I am not from Europe and I have to stay in Europe a lot of time. Yeah. That means I'm away from my family and from my wife all the time. So it takes a toll, And I have been with my wife now for 15 years. It's gonna be 15 years together. And at some point, you gotta do other stuff as well, Like I wanna have kids and all those things, and
you're right, yeah.
so that's where the fear is a little bit, But yeah, I'm just enjoying a little bit more, and then it's time to go. I already know that, but it's fine. For me, it's just enjoying a little bit more.
You're in peace with that.
In peace.
Okay, I think it's important because it scares me a bit more,
And there's also some days where I lose a tournament, for example, or even when I won. I think we won the tournament in Serbia after so many years trying to win a tournament, right? It was a nice tournament, and then like as soon as I went at night, I was like, oh my god, like. It didn't change anything, right? I'm working for 8 years. I won a tournament again, and like it doesn't really complete me any other way that I'm not already completed. You know what I mean?
That's why I think that the point there you mentioned is also means that it's so harder to lose than just the feeling you have of losing is so done that your feeling of winning is not that high.
It's not even close.
It's not that high,
Classic.
When we won, okay, it's like a luxury thing, but when we won Budapest, I felt happy. But not the same as I was happy with Paris.
No.
Like it's
never the same. It's never the same.
Like I was happy, but then we go to vacation and next.
But it's actually insane that you. Sonic always had a saying that he hated losing more than he loved winning.
Yeah, it's true. Very true.
I think it's very true because it's specifically if you have had a season where you just like you go to tournament and you're like the favorite to win and you kind of expect to win and then you do it and hey, that's what was kind of expected of us, right?
Yeah.
It's way worse when you go and then you you can only fail by losing in some sense. And I think like regarding all these talks about, I mean, now with kids and family and people, I mean, it's for me it changed everything when I got my kids because it kind of put something else on my radar, like what's
most important.
This is so philosophical, like what is the meaning of life, right? But it's like you Counter-Strike has always been that one thing in my life that was the most important thing.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden I decided to get kids, and then it just shifts like this.
True.
And not in the way that I didn't care about Counter-Strike anymore, but there was just like a more important... Something bigger in my life all of a sudden that took just maybe 10% of my focus, 10% of the things that I enjoyed I wanted to be with their kids. And I sometimes I talk with Sonic, and he's had 2 kids for the majority of the time that he's been my coach. I mean, the amount of things that he had to give up to be there with us and everything. I mean, like, and as you mentioned, like you also being away from your wife, like the family at home is like the real MVP, right? The wife's at home taking care of everything, and it's it just shifts your perspective when you get something else in life that
helps
all
the transition, I guess.
It really does, because I wouldn't be able to continue as a player or as a coach as of right now with my kids being small, because I would just not be there for them, and that hurts me.
That makes you choose.
It makes
Also you achieve something, like for Danny for example, he didn't, when he had his kids, like he didn't achieve anything yet in a way in CSGO as a coach, so no, he could leave because it happened. Like he's done, he has done what he did, even though he wants more now, but he's done. Like us also, we can retire in peace, I would say.
This guy hit our piece is the biggest major win all time, bro. At least for now, until this guy win more.
Exactly. Let's see. But I just to finish on that, I mean, I'm a big fan of Messi in football. I think he's the GOAT. And he said
Ronaldo.
And he said something about like the kids also, when he as a player, when he had his first kids, he helped him to relax about what happened in general, because he's like, I lost this game, important game, but what's more important even than that is my family.
Something to look away.
To look away. And for us, like when you're playing and you don't have kids yet, even if we have family and girlfriend, it's not the same,
I wanted to ask that how much you suffer on a tournament loss the same night. For me, it's so hard.
For me,
it got even worse. Like
it's not the night, it's until the tournament is over. Then I feel better. But for example, we lose to you, I don't know, in Chengdu, I feel bad the whole night. But if you lose in semi, if you lose in semi,
when we're out,
when the tournament is done, I feel so bad, mate. Like
sleeping is hard, no?
Yeah, it's really, it hurts.
For me, it's I lost to James now, Power Vision, bro.
All about expectations, I think, no?
Yeah, I mean, in Cologne,
I don't know what it is, honestly, because before, many years ago, I was dealing with that much easier. I was comfortable with expectations, because I knew I had to get better in all these things.
When you win again, maybe it's like, oh, okay, I missed that. Maybe
my head didn't let me sleep. I was watching something on the screen just because I knew that if I don't watch anything, I'm going to be thinking about the game. I don't want to think about the game right now. And it's 2 a.m. And then, okay, it's time to sleep. As soon as I shut down,
you see James.
Game pops up on my head. Okay, let's watch something else again.
Is that different as a coach? Like, is it? I mean, like, do you also feel like if you've lost like a tournament that it's tough for you? Like, how?
I think loss is always about expectations. I mean, toughness of the loss only about expectations. And obviously, if you like expect yourself to be like winning this, and then obviously like you're losing, and it was important for you, value was very high, and you will feel logically something like you are missing.
It took something from you.
Yes, but if you are not expecting to win, like we on Copenhagen measure, then like no expectations, and then if you win this kind of thing, like this is crazy. This is the best ever.
That can happen.
Yeah.
You're not even expecting to win, you won it. It can happen.
Imagine us in Cologne, like last year, we won. Before that, we won 7 trophies. Of course, I expect to win Cologne, and then you lose to Maus.
And
in 6 months you didn't lose. You're like,
like that's how it feels.
It feels super weird. You're just like, what the fuck just happened? You feel so bad.
But this is a unique situation, I think.
I mean, that's what we experience is there. I hope someone will experience it as well, because it's like you don't lose a game for 30 games in a row. You're like, at some point, I'm asking, when do we lose? When are we going to lose?
You kind of feel like invincible in some way. Like people can throw anything at you, but you'll always
have an answer.
You'll always have an answer, or someone in the team will have an answer, or you will win for some reason. And it's kind of crazy to feel like you're in this kind of bubble.
It's a little bit what happened to us before lost to them. Because we are like 4 tournaments in a row, basically.
Right, yeah.
And I was joking with Mike when we were sharing rooms. I was like, we can't stop winning, bro. I don't know what we're doing, but cannot stop winning.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you can.
It happens.